So we figure we're just gonna use up as many seed packets as we can this year by mixing them and overseeding.
What are you doing, Millie Cat? Oh, you gotta move. You're blocking the whole stairway. Good afternoon, beautiful people. It is a kind of cool morning, cool day. We've been enjoying beautiful spring weather for a couple weeks, maybe like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And we're heading into a little cold snap, you know, just in time to try to annihilate any blooms that have popped up.
Yep.
But we're not gonna let that dampen our spirits.
Yep.
We're actually gonna get out here and do some work in the garden. We have some garden beds that need to be like cleaned out and made ready. It's not a whole bunch of cleanup. It's a little bit of weeding, but generally we're nearing the point with our garden beds where we don't have to do a whole lot. We just have to top dress every year and then that's it.
All good. Yeah.
I will say that my wood beds that I built a couple years ago out of off-cut lumber from sawmilling, they've just about
Given their all.
given their all.
Yeah.
I have quite a few of them that are falling apart that will need to be replaced, but I think we can get one more year out of them before I have to mill up a whole ton of lumber and redo them.
We've got one more season.
So, with all that said, let's get started. Let's figure out what we're pulling and we'll just start.
Basically cleaning all of these beds.
All three of these top beds?
Yep.
Okay.
Brett and I sat down last night with the map and we're like, all right, we could plant this here and this here and this here for our spring, you know, the early stuff. So we'll do that up here and then we'll figure out the rest later.
All right, sounds good. I think I'm gonna start down here, just generally weeding. It's not a whole lot. There's some like leftover sticks from the pepper plants that were in here.
So we don't clean up our garden at the end of fall, kind of on purpose. I mean, one, we are like, forget it, we just hate the garden.
We are over garden.
We are over it, but we leave everything to give like the good bugs and stuff a place to kind of overwinter. And then like everything can just feed the soil and mulch and do its thing. Yep. And then we clean up in the spring to get it ready. So for everybody who's like, why didn't you do this last year? We have a reason. We have a reason.
If you actually look into, you know, don't pull your plants when they're done, just leave them. Those roots that are in the ground actually provide more of sustenance to earthworms and you know, the soil life.
Yeah.
So it's actually better to leave that stuff in there. Plus, I don't know, I've kind of wondered if maybe one of these peppers, one of these years, they'll overwinter.
Right?
I know some stuff this year, like, here, let me walk down here. This fig tree over here, this actually overwintered. I was out here the other day and you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see that on camera, it's kind of black and then right there it's kind of red. And that one might not be. I trimmed my nails, I can't scrape that, but there's green under there. If the camera would cooperate, there's green under there. Every year, this fig has died back to the ground, and this year it actually overwintered. So, just kind of cool. It's kind of cool to have stuff overwinter, and kind of sticking to our, just leave it in the ground.
Yeah.
It's kind of lazy gardening, but it's been cool.
And sometimes we get volunteers too. Like last year we had peppers that came back because the seeds from the plant that had fallen had been left in the ground.
We just let them lay there.
Food.
Yeah, I mean, we just let them lay there and do their thing.
I'll take it.
That might be a bachelor button. I put a whole bunch of bachelor button seeds in here.
Oh, did you? It's chilly.
It is chilly. I'm cold.
Yeah, it's uncomfortably chilly. I might go get a jacket. I got a whole extra heater and I'm still chilly. Is that onion?
Yep. We planted, should be 6. Yeah, there's one, there's one, each corner and the middle of every bed.
Okay, I'll try to keep an eye out for that.
Maggie, get out of the bed.
That's not helping.
Me?
Yes, you. You're not helping being in the middle. It's like, where's Waldo?
Let's play Where's the Onion? Find the walking onion.
Here's the onion. I found the onion.
Yep.
Here's the onion. What?
One bed down, one to go. Well, no, 5 to go.
More to go.
More to go.
One right here.
One more right here.
Yeah.
And this one's, I weeded about half of it with Buggy the other night, so we're almost there. Ants move in. And you think it's like nice fluffy garden bed, and then you start getting into it and it's all ants.
Right.
It's like, oh no, there are fire ants everywhere. Oh yes, sunlight. That feels great.
That does feel great. That feels really, really great.
finished this bed. This one looks a little cleaner because it didn't have as many sticks from the pepper plants.
Yeah.
I believe last year all this had was a couple bell peppers and then a whole bunch of leeks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 bell pepper plants and leeks.
So there wasn't a whole bunch of sticks to clean up.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on down and we'll hit the next bed.
Alrighty.
So coming out here the other day, you know, it's been so nice. It's been so very nice.
Oh, it's been beautiful.
I was checking everything, I believe last Monday. It was right before we did the podcast. Finished dinner, wanted to walk around outside, so I kicked my shoes off and came out here in the garden. And I noticed this vine right here. If you notice, there's leaves popping up. This is a hardy kiwi.
Yeah.
You need 2 of them to pollinate so you get fruit. Well, I walked down the hill to our second one, which is down there, and it is as dead as a doornail.
Oh, bummer.
This one, I believe we got from Stark.
Yes.
It was the last time we went to Homesteaders of America. We went and visited the Stark booth, and they were trying to, pack up and go home for the day.
Yeah.
It was the last day, and they were like, "Hey, do you want this stuff? We don't want to take it all the way back with us."
Right.
We said, "Sure." So we brought it home, stuck it in the ground,
Yeah.
forgot about it, and it's working on covering this whole trellis.
It is.
So
It's trying.
now that I know our second one's dead, I'm gonna have to buy another one, but it's exciting. It means we can grow them.
Yeah.
And it overwintered.
Yes.
I also noticed that our hops over here, we grow hops. It's kind of a cool plant. Medicinally, if I was making beer or anything like that, I could use these hops. Those are starting to wake up. I've noticed all the shoots are starting to come out of the ground. So I love spring. Spring is such an exciting time.
It is so exciting.
Okay, what are we doing with these collards that are bolting?
Just pull them.
Just pull them?
Yep. Then go to the
Buggy
chicken.
is going to be so sad.
Well, get over it. We'll plant other things.
That's all right. As long as we leave that kale, that one lone kale.
The kale's fine.
Oh, there's 2 kale.
Yeah, the kale's still going. It's doing its thing, but the collards can go. We'll replant. We probably won't plant any new brassicas for the spring because we're kind of over the brassicas right now.
Yeah.
Apparently we grew enough for the winter to keep us going.
I'm pretty sick of eating cabbage and broccoli and stuff.
Yeah. So our plan, like I said, Brett and I sat down and kind of mapped this last night. So we're going to be doing radishes and lettuce, beets, carrots, fruit crops,
Yep.
that kind of thing. So
Cool.
we're happy and excited for those.
Good.
Over the brassicas.
Over the brassicas.
Oh no, strawberries are coming back.
I know they are. And they weren't supposed to be there.
These are strawberries that actually escaped out of the green stalk we had sitting right here.
Yes, they are. Look at though. I mean,
Yeah, they're doing their thing.
doing great.
So we're just gonna let them live here.
Yeah, for this season at
For
least.
this season. We might move them later. I guarantee you they're gonna start trying to spread again.
Yeah, totally.
And we'll just take all the runners and put them in places we want.
Yeah.
The problem is the solution.
All right, but this year, we'll see what we get.
Yep.
Okay.
This 16 footer's done. On to the next one.
Yep.
That one, there's a lot of stuff that's
Staying.
that's
Yeah.
permanent. Like we have oregano, lemon balm, rosemary.
Kale will stay here for now.
Yeah, the kale will stay, the chives will stay.
Comfrey down there.
But then like all those spent peppers, those will come out.
Yeah.
But for the most part, this one's ready.
Yeah. This pepper still has color on it.
So is what?
Color.
Yeah, that was it.
Poblano. Well, I guess it's an ancho now.
We have a random mullein that we transplanted.
Yeah.
And it's like it transplanted,
Yeah, it's
so it
doing
can
it.
live here. Comfrey's starting to come back. Happy about that.
Yep.
That's a sad rosemary, but we'll leave it. We have some chives we planted last year and they overwintered. And then that oregano actually was in a green stalk that was down here. The green stalk blew over, pure neglect. The oregano somehow overseeded 2 years ago, and we've had oregano in the walkway right here. I dug it up and transplanted it over there, and as you can see, it's nearly big enough to hide a fat yellow cat. Sorry, clumpy grass, you can't live here. It's only a matter of time before you encroach on my bed. This one, there's kind of a low spot. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I stole a whole bunch of dirt out of this bed because I needed dirt to pot up peaches.
Yep.
This was last year's peaches that the seeds didn't mold, and so I just stuck them in a pot. They were in that hole, and I don't know, a couple days ago I saw that they were all up and growing, so I pulled the pot so they don't root through the pot.
Yeah.
I need to get every single one of those. There's probably 20 of them in there. Yeah, pretty close to it. Those all need to go in individual pots, so I will probably come steal more dirt. One more bed to go.
One more.
Are you alive? Nope.
Nope.
We got all of our beds in this top layer done. We are not even going to look at the bottom layer because it is very, very weedy.
And it's not time yet.
Yeah, we don't need the space yet.
I mean, we'll weed them, and then we don't have anything to put in it yet, so they'll just create more weeds.
Yeah.
So.
Right now it's chickweed. That's the main thing. Chickweed,
And dead nettle.
henbit, and dead nettle are
Yes.
the main early spring vegetative crops that come up.
Yeah.
We can eat all three of those if we choose. I don't really like chickweed because it tastes like chlorophyll.
It does.
Henbit, same thing. It tastes kind of like chlorophyll.
Yeah.
And then the dead nettle I like, but it's hairy, so I don't like eating
yeah,
it. So
yeah.
it makes great chicken food or pig food.
Or the bees. We leave it for the bees.
Yeah,
too.
that's the main thing. Is like wildflowers are a must early spring for the bees. So we leave as many as we can. All right, we are going to grab a wagon and walk around here and pick up all of our debris and go throw it in the chicken coop. I didn't realize we had pulled out so much stuff.
Yeah, me either. That's a big wagon full of weeds and whatnot.
Can you push this? Push while I pull?
You can. Good job.
Push.
You got it. You got it. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, you got it. You're doing a good job. Oh, you are so strong. Keep going. Keep going. We're almost there. There you go. Good job. All right, crew. Turn it into compost. All right, we have a pile of seeds that might or might not survive the next 5 minutes.
She's helping.
She's helping. And then you've got your amendments that we're putting in.
Yep. So I've got Bloomin' Minerals.
This is from Longevity.
Yeah. My dad got me a bag of this last year, and I put it on the garden like it was the potato crop.
Yes.
There was those beds down there. My dad helped plant when they came out for a visit, and I put the Bloomin' Minerals on that stuff. And I did a side-by-side. One bed got our soil amendments as a fertilizer as well, and then one bed got the Bloomin' Minerals. And the bed that got the Bloomin' Minerals did really, really well.
Really, really great.
Nice sized potatoes. Very happy.
Yeah.
So
the other amendments are good. Like
Yeah.
we've been using them, but
the other ones you can't get anymore because the company went out of business. but
Yeah.
This is Bloom.
based on Steve Solomon's recipe for his stuff.
Yeah. If you what's Steve Solomon's book called?
The Intelligent Gardener.
Intelligent Gardener. If you get the Intelligent Gardener, he tells you how to make this stuff. It's like fish bone, fish meal.
Yeah, the recipe's in the book,
kelp.
so you can make it yourself.
He's even got, in that book, he's even got resources for finding suppliers for the raw ingredients.
Right.
Finding the raw ingredients, if you buy them and mix everything together yourself, is the cheapest way to do it.
Yeah.
But we found a company that actually
Had it mixed already.
So.
But like we said, it's not in business anymore, so that doesn't help anybody. So go buy the book and make it yourself.
Yeah.
So you're doing both in each of these, in all of these beds?
Yes.
Yeah. Just because, I mean, why not give a super boost to all your plants? So for what we're doing today, we will be doing, this will be beets, carrots, we're going to do radish and lettuce in a couple of those beds, and perpetual chard. And then so far, I don't have a plan for that big middle bed over there, or lower bed, but we will, I'm sure we will find something. And so we've got a pile of seeds that Brett picked out the other day of the ones he wanted to do, and then I threw some extra lettuce in there because I really want salad. So I know it's going to be a minute, but we will have salad soon.
Okay, Brett, if you don't mind raking that in. Might have to go get some more carrots.
I know, I was just thinking that.
See? All right, so what's in that bed?
That is carrots. So we just took a bunch of packets, poured them into one, shook them up, and spread them all around.
So why'd you do that?
2 reasons. One is we just didn't feel like making lines, and we just wanted to mix, and that way they all kind of mix together. And 2, our seeds are older. They're about 3 years old now, most of the ones we have. And we've bought some, but we didn't want to buy more since we had so many seeds. So we figure we're just gonna use up as many seed packets as we can this year by mixing them and overseeding, and what we get is what we get. Cool.
Kind of having something that's going to occupy our time this spring and summer.
Right.
We're just kind of just throwing caution to the wind with the garden.
Yeah, and it's using up the older seeds that we have, so.
All right, I brought a tarp.
Cool.
We're gonna just tarp this.
Just the carrots.
And we'll check it daily to see when they germinate.
Right.
Because carrots are really finicky. You gotta keep them moist until they germinate, and then generally they're fine.
Right. So.
But this has always been my biggest struggle, is I'll get them to germinate and then I don't water them, they die.
Right. So we'll have to do it doesn't feel like we should do a watering schedule yet because the weather's been so nice, but we should do a watering schedule. Okay, won't do the whole bed, but.
Well, we can unfold it a little bit.
I mean, it won't do the whole bed that way, so that's fine. All right.
Sorry, onion.
The radishes and lettuce we're gonna kind of intersperse in the empty spots here, and then that bed and chard will be on that far bed. I did the same with the radishes that we did with the carrots. I just mixed a bunch of packets together, so we'll just have a mix of.
Most of these seed packets say packed for 2019, so they are very old. They've been in our living room. We haven't refrigerated them.
Right. So
we've had pretty low germination rates, so we're just going to plant everything and we'll refresh our seed.
Yeah, exactly. So that's radishes.
That's the lettuce.
Okay. Sorry,
yeah. You're over here watering your peas?
I am. I replanted some because, like you can see, my snow peas have come up great. My English peas, my potted peas, they were just very sparse. So I just decided, I just grabbed another package. I didn't even soak them. I'm just sticking them in the ground.
Stick them in the ground.
And we'll see what happens. So I think I only had like 20% come up.
Okay.
So I had to replant like 80%. That's fine. It'll be all right. And I mean, it's more packages to use up, so we're doing good.
All right. And while they were up here planting out these beds, I grabbed that pot of sprouted peach seeds and got into it and tried to throw them in pots. I am like just about out of small pots. I've got plenty of giant pots, like the 3-gallon size. I'm almost out of like little 1 gallon and smaller. So I'm having to double up or triple, or in this case, there's 6 in that one, 6 in that one, and then the rest have 3, 4, you know, whatever. That little pot, I said there was about 20. Yeah, no, there was 32 of them. Plus there was a bunch of seeds in there that had already sprouted, but they hadn't, you know, reached the sunlight yet. So I put those in pots too. Not mad at all. I've got a bunch of peach trees. I'm giving them away, I'm sharing them with friends, and I'm sticking them everywhere. Kind of a, you know, they're grown from seed, so generally what I've found, if you grow stuff from seed, you might or might not have delicious fruit. It might be better than the original, it might not be. Planting from seed it's just like people. We're not identical clones of our parents. Every individual is different, and that's how it is with trees. So I'm gonna get these loaded up in the golf cart, haul them up there to my little nursery space, and then I can go have lunch.
Yeah.
I have just a few trees. 32 that I'm adding. I think that brings me close to 100.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
All right. You want to tell the beautiful people what we are having for dinner?
All right, we are having the corned beef that I corned last week. So you guys saw that, me getting it all brined and put in the fridge and all that. So it's been brining for a week, and then I refreshed the water, so I dumped everything out, rinsed it off, put new water, and basically the same aromatics. And then I've been simmering it all day.
And we've been suffering through.
Yes, it has smelled very
whenever
good.
I come in the house, I can smell it.
Right.
And it has smelled wonderful all day.
Yes. So today is not St. Patrick's Day, that was yesterday, but we were occupied yesterday. So today is the day that we will eat the corned beef, and we have potatoes, and there is no cabbage because the one cabbage that I had been saving in the fridge that I was hoping would hold on, it didn't hold on.
It turned to mush.
Yeah, Tyler brought it into the house because I had it in a bag. And it was like soup in the bottom of the bag. It was like,
yeah, we're not eating
the
that.
chickens are getting the cabbage tonight.
Chickens
It's okay.
have cabbage.
So, I'm just getting this sliced up, and then we will eat corned beef and potatoes.
All right, so people are gonna ask, hey, that doesn't look like a corned beef from the store. It's not pink.
Well, it's not from the store, for one. No, because I don't use nitrates, so I don't put the saltpeter or nitrates or curing.
Sodium nitrate, sodium.
The pink salt.
The pink
curing
salt.
salt.
Pink salt literally makes your meat stay pink.
Right, and that's not to be confused with the Redmond's pink salt.
Yeah, that's not
totally different.
not the same.
Exactly. So I don't use that. I don't feel like there's a need because we're just cooking it directly. Like it goes into the brine and then I cook it. So I don't feel like there's a need for. We're not long-term storing this in a barrel or anything. So it's fine.
Although that would be a fun skill to learn.
It would be a fun skill to learn. And at that point, maybe I would use some like saltpeter or something, but not for today. So it doesn't have as quite that, pink color, even though there's still some pink in there.
But it sure tastes just like
so
corned
good.
beef.
Yes.
Tastes like the corned beef Mom used to make.
I am very excited for this. This is one of my favorite meals, is corned beef, actually.
Me too. All right,
Serve it up.
let's do some eating.
Okay. All right. A little meat for the little person.
Honestly, I am going to miss cabbage.
I know. It's not the same, but
It's all right. Potatoes and corned beef.
yeah,
It'll be all right.
it's good.
Please bless us for our bodies in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. All right, that was delicious.
Bye-bye.
Oh, not yet.
Almost.
We gotta sign
Almost.
off first.
We really need to do corned beef more often.
We should. Yeah.
But when you process a cow, there's only 2 briskets. Anyways, that was a treat especial.
It was really good.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. And tomorrow it will become breakfast hash, which is like second favorite part of corned beef.
Corned beef hash is just
It's so good.
is the best.
So good.
It's the best. All right. On that note, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.